And all you
She
guys.
was the eldest, and she was showing us how we were supposed to be doing it. She was the only female not getting hit by a man out there.
Why do you think that is?
Respect,
Oh, no.
more so. Maybe it's respect
So
for
sorry.
age, or maybe because it's respect for her because of her genuine person. I'm not sure, but she never did get into fights with altercations with really nobody. And if she did, she was right.
Oh, there's a story about meeting Aunty Nani and
I have to pay for it.
I want to hear the story about meeting Aunty Nani and how you said that you interviewed and you had
Yes. So when I unfortunately got evicted from my place,
How old were you, Pume?
23. I was 23 when I got evicted from my place in a kepo, right over here, on this corner of a kepo. And there was my sister told me there's a tent community that she's been going to, back and forth from my place to this tent community I knew nothing about. And now I have to ask this tent community to be a part of it because I just got evicted. So I get there and they all send me to Haunani Botelho, to her tent, to where there was a council of 3 chairs, 3 women, and 1 chair facing them. And they said I had to ask the eldest of the tents for permission to stay there. I sat there. They looked at me and they asked me if I was gonna be good or if I was not gonna be good. I said I'm gonna be good. I'm just trying to figure out my next move until something. And she said yes. Ellen Botelho said yes. And they allowed me to set up a tent in their community to be a part of their tent group. Who's struggling we're just struggling trying to make it together, not trying to take from one another, but build each other up. And this was the only tent community that I know like that around here.
What do you think? I mean,
It was a tent community of very strong, independent females.
and Aunty Nani was the
eldest, the leader, the one who had the pool, the one people went to for pool, like the yes or no.
Can you talk about that when you say this was like one of the only tent communities of strong independent females?
Yes, because every tent owner here is a female. It's not a male. It's a female in these tents. There was 9 females, and there was only 9 tents, and it was all under Ellen Botelho, and all a tightly knit community, like a tight knit tent community, especially with the help of the church. When we were on Kanoa, when we were staying on Kanoa, like that was the best tent experience out here when it came to safety. This has been a very stronghold for this tent community of ours here, which is why maybe we stayed so strong.
That means a lot when you say it's safe. Can you talk about what you mean when you say it's safe?
Yes, because safety is when you're not homeless, but when you're houseless, safety is the number one issue because you don't have a door you can lock. You don't have a security system that tells you if someone's on your yard. You kind of just get barged into the middle of the night by random people. And if you're not part of a tent community, it's easy for you to get... A lot of things can happen to you out here. But on Kanoa, it was very safe. We did not have those things happen here. Those things did not happen back here. Other places, yes, but not back here. We had it made over here. Yeah.